Hey, what's up guys, Technology Brat, and today I'm doing a review of the Otterbox Commuter Series for the iPhone 4. You saw the unboxing already, so I'm not going to waste a lot of time on that. It does come with a screen shield and a cleaning cloth as well. So, and this cool little Otterbox sticker, which we're just going to leave it right there for advertising since they were nice enough to send us out for review. So thank you guys at Otterbox for that. We're just going to jump right into the review here. Now, the Commuter is a two-piece protective shell. It's open-faced. It's not like the Defender. It's kind of like, it's lesser, I don't even want to say lesser. It's more compact and not as overprotective as the Defender is. It's kind of for people who don't want the built-in screen shield, but still want a good amount of protection. You've got two layers. The inside soft silicone layer here, very, just real nice soft silicone. And you really like that your phone is sitting in such a soft little, kind of soft shell, if you will, inside the hard protective case. Just kind of gives you that peace of mind that it's in, something soft and something that's not going to scratch up your phone. You can see it goes on the iPhone 4. Really, really easy. Just that simple. And I am actually even using the, geez, excuse me. I'm using the Ghost Armor for iPhone 4 full body, and this case does still fit. It's very tight with the Ghost Armor, but it does still fit. So if you're not, rocking any sort of thick protective screen shield, you'll be just fine. And even if you are, you should be able to make it work fairly easily. But with the, well, I guess not fairly easily. You just have to take your time, as you'll see here. And I'm going to put it on here. And I kind of put the bottom in first and then get these side pieces in because it seems to be easier to go ahead and get these on and then pull the top over. At least in terms of because I've got the thicker screen shield, it does make it a little bit harder to get on. I kind of pull this the 3.5 millimeter plug-in. Sort of gets in the way whenever I try to pull it over, though. And again, I don't know if this is the way you're supposed to put it on, but this is the way I like to put it on because of this thick screen shield. It is a little bit difficult to get it all in there and get it in place the way it's supposed to be. But once you kind of pull that through, get it out of the way, it goes ahead and fits in there just fine. And then you just got to push it back in there. So there is your fit, a very tight fit. Even if you don't have the full body screen protection on there, it's still going to be a nice tight fit, very protective. On the front, it gives you the nice frame around the phone, nice, just real simple, not flashy at all, but just nice black frame, just kind of, muted in terms of style. Is you could get away with, if you're a professional and you carry an iPhone, you can get away with this case for sure. It does give you a nice generous lay on the table design if you want to go ahead and lay it down, for privacy reasons, whatever. A nice lay on the table lip. On the front, it is silicone all the way around, but the plastic pieces do come up to the edge, which you can kind of see right there. They do come pretty much all the way up. And they're here, and here. So if you do lay on a table like that, it is going to be resting on the silicone, but it is going to be resting on that plastic as well. And you'll have the peace of mind knowing that even if somebody, drops something on it or hits it, that it's still going to be fairly well protected, even just laying on a table. On top, you've got your sleep-wake is covered completely. Your noise cancellation mic is wide open there, and then your 3.5 millimeter headset jack has a, it's part of the silicone flap. You just open it up. There's your, a pretty nice big opening in terms of, wide, but, well, I guess not wide, but I don't know. You can see it for yourself. A lot of headset jacks will fit in there. I don't know if they all will, but, it should be pretty okay with most of your headsets. Shouldn't be an issue at all. Over here, you do have your vibrate switch, which is uncovered, and it's about the only thing on this case that is uncovered. And we'll go ahead and test that out real quick. You can use it with your thumb up and down, as you can see. Really easy, no problems there at all, which is nice because that's a pretty big problem with most of your cases, especially most of your thick protective cases. It's usually pretty deep. This one's really easy to get in and out, and the buttons. Very responsive. It's, just covered up by the silicone, so very responsive, very easy. This is no big deal at all there. And there you can see them. So on the sides you have the silicone here and here, opening for the vibrate switch, and then you've got that hard plastic outer shell there. Now on the other side, same thing, except it's completely covered. Silicone here and here, and then the hard plastic here. On the bottom, you do have the covered 30-pin connector, and you do have open for the openings for the speaker and microphone down there. But your 30-pin connector is covered, which is nice, but at the same time, you want it to be easy to get into so that you can, charge your phone. And I found that this was really hard to get this stinking flap open. You kind of have to dig your finger in there to pull it out. Over time, the more that you do it, the easier it gets. But it seems like at first it's real stiff and it's real kind of hard to get out unless you just go ahead and dig your finger all the way in there. But that's not a huge deal. It's a minor complaint, and I guess you'd rather have it hard to get out than the thing flopping around all the time. So you definitely want it to stay secure, which it does. So that kind of offsets itself in terms of complaining about it. It's no big deal. It works just fine. On the back, you do have the complete open cutout for your Apple logo, and there's no plastic screen protector like there is on the Otterbox Defender. So your Apple logo is exposed. It would have been nice if they included like some little square cutout screen shield that you could apply there to keep your Apple logo protected. But they didn't. So if you're rocking any sort of back, screen shield, I've got the Ghost Armor full body, so I'm completely protected there. That's no big deal. I actually like that it shows off the Apple logo. I just would like to see Otterbox include, some sort of protection for your Apple logo as well, so it doesn't get all scratched up. That brings us to the camera hole and LED flash hole cutout. You can see right there. And as most case makers are finding out right now, this is a big problem. Any nighttime flash use with this case is gonna just have massive glare problems. This is not a good cutout at all. This really needs to be a complete open cutout. They need to get rid of this little interior circular cutouts they have because it is causing just horrible glare. So they definitely need to do something about that. That is a big issue. Overall, though, guys, it is a good protective case, and I gotta be honest here. I did drop. I'm very careful with my phone, and very rarely do I drop my phone, and I dropped this on hard tile floor like that, except for, I was standing up, so it was a full 3-4 foot drop. And when I picked it up, I immediately dropped it again. 2 hard drops on a tile floor in this case, and no damage whatsoever. This case, it did its job. It protected my iPhone 4. I didn't have shattered glass. I guarantee the glass would have been shattered on that tile floor had I not been using the Otterbox Commuter Series case here. It definitely does its job in terms of protection. I am very glad I had it on there when I dropped it twice consecutively. So for protection, guys, this it's definitely a winner. It's in terms of style, this is much more of a muted style. You guys know I kind of like it flashy. I like to keep it, bright, colorful. I like it to stand out. I want people, like, man, where'd you get that case? I want to stand out in terms of, the cases that I have. But, if I'm going to, keep it professional, keep it, simple, black, muted, and still get nice protection, this is a great option for any of you professionals out there who go to you wear a suit to work, whatever, you carry an iPhone. This is a great case for you because it still looks professional. You can get away with it, and it's going to give you a great amount of protection. And at the same time, it does give you a little bit of flashiness by, your Apple logo there. But overall, I don't have a ton of complaints. One other complaint I do have, if you look at the top here, you can see this hard plastic piece comes right against that silicone. And a lot of times whenever I'm talking on the phone and it's real loud, I have a tendency to push my phone kind of up against my ear like this. If this was my ear, I kind of push it up against it kind of, hard, just so you can kind of get the, ear hole in your ear better so you can hear better. And this plastic piece right there, I don't know why, but it's pretty sharp. I had the Otterbox Commuter TL for the 3G, 3GS, and the plastic that came over the top was much more rounded. And anytime I had that same experience, it was fine. It didn't bother me at all. But for whatever reason, this is kind of a sharp edge on this plastic up here. And if you're pushing that up against your ear, it is a little bit irritating. So I wish they would round that off a bit more on the top. You know, the bottom, who cares? You know, that's not going up against anything in over here as well. But that was one other issue I ran into. So that's one thing I don't like is up here. I wish it was, you know, not as sharp, a little bit more rounded. I wish they'd fix the LED flash down here, and I wish they'd provide some sort of protection for your Apple logo so you don't get it scratched up. You know, outside of that, guys, great protection. It's a good-looking case. You know, it's not flashy, but, you know, it does the job. It gets it done. They do include screen shield as well. It's a good value. Otterbox.com. Check them out, guys. I really like their stuff. I want to thank them for sending this out for review. And, you know, that's it, guys. It's a good case, not without its flaws. But that's it. Thanks for watching my videos, guys. Twitter.com. Slow down, kid. Twitter.com/technologybrat. And you guys have a good night. Did I drink a Monster before this video or something? Because, man, I'm just like... That's it, guys. Peace out. Take it easy.